Hey, this is Sean with the Prepared Homestead. I wanted to give you a quick update on our hoop house. This is year number 4, I guess. Yeah, I think that's right. Anyway, we changed out the greenhouse plastic with UV inhibitor this year because the first 3 seasons we had it on, and that was through the growing season and through winter. Okay, with overwintering chickens on the inside over winter. Okay, so that really beat it up, but it still lasted 3 seasons, so that's really great. We did make some modifications to this that I want to show you today, and with mixed results. Okay, so I'll talk about some of those things that we're probably going to already have to make another modification, but you know what, that's what it's all about, experimentation and figuring out if it's going to work. Okay, so one of the modifications, you can see right there on top, there is a solar solar fan. Okay, so it kicks on via temperature control, and then it starts ventilating. Now, our big hope was that was going to do it. That was going to solve the problem of overheating, and I don't think it's going to, honestly. I can already tell, in fact, so I'll show you why. Now, so with a hoop house like this, it's about 7 feet wide there at the bottom, 20 feet long, cattle panel construction, with some framing, basic framing, and sturdy. It's great. You put a pole in the middle, and it even overwinters just fine. The snow sheds off of it. Real sturdy structure. Very inexpensive. But some of the downfalls is it's not refined. It doesn't have those kits where everything fits super nice. You gotta make it work, all right, and that's okay too. But also just the idea of it's really a low tunnel is what it really is. 7 feet wide, 20 feet long. Okay, so approximately 140 square feet of floor space in there. But one thing about that, the smaller the structure, the faster, the more it is susceptible to the temperature swings, right? So we have this area that heats up really fast. Okay, an extreme example is a cold frame, a small cold frame, that you see people make just out of a window pane or an old shower door or something like that. We have a couple of those. Those heat up even faster. So the smaller the square footage, the faster it heats up. As opposed to, say, a high tunnel, a really big greenhouse or hoop house that is slower to heat up, and right, and therefore you have a little bit more flexibility. But this, we got to stay on top of it, otherwise it'll overheat the plants. Now, is that solar fan working? Yes, it's working. But to be perfectly honest, I don't think it's going to. It's fine right now. I don't think it's going to remove air fast enough. Okay, we kind of thought, well, it's going to be close, but we should be able to do it. And I just think when we get some 85, 90 degree days, I think it's going to, we're going to have trouble cooling it down without opening up, the windows or even rolling up the side, which we did make provision where we can roll up the side a few feet. Okay, so we can handle it. We can deal with it. All right, so before we go in there, I'll show you real quick. So right behind me is our rainwater catchment. Let's see, right there. Okay, so that's where we catch off the roof right there, and it goes in there, and then we gravity feed into here. So you can see we're lower than that catchment area or that tank. That's 275 gallons, and we're about 6-7 feet lower, which doesn't give us a lot of pressure, but it's perfectly fine coming down here into the hoop house. And in fact, I believe that with just a decent amount of rain, even if we get some drought, that will supply all the water we need in here. Okay. Now, last year we had a smaller tank. It was really a trough. Only held about 90 gallons, and it supplied all the water we needed here through the end of June into early July. Okay, so that was pretty good in all of itself, and that's with we had 100 days without any rain. Okay, so that was really tough. Okay, so let me take you in here real quick, and we'll show you. So you can see here, just have this removable pane here so we can ventilate it, and we have chicken wire on there, obviously. Otherwise, they'll come in here and snack. So we come in to our little hoop house. Nothing fancy at all. Just again, a cattle panel construction. Still have stuff hanging from last year. And then, so what do we have in here? We've got a bunch of peppers. We love peppers, tomatoes, and some cantaloupe. So several different types of peppers, 3 different kinds of tomatoes. We will also be growing tomatoes in other places, and so 2 different kinds of cantaloupe. All these plants seem to work real well together. We also have some marigolds and some borage. And okay, so let's see here. Outside it is about 75 degrees or so, and let's see what it is inside. Let's see if you can see that. Looks like 88 or so. So that's pretty warm, and that's why. Okay, so there's that fan. Is the fan working? Yes, it is, but it is not moving the air fast enough. I also made a mistake and obviously put it. I could have put the fan just a little higher to be above this wood there, and that would have added. It would have helped a little bit. It certainly wouldn't have solved the problem. But it's just not pulling enough air. It's not replacing the air fast enough in here. Bottom line. So what can we do? We can keep these open. We can roll the side, no problem. We can even add another one. So I've considered maybe adding another one, kind of doubling down a little bit. They're very inexpensive actually. And there's no battery system, nothing. It's just when the sun is shining, and that's when you need it, it's going to pull air out. So I don't know, maybe that might be a solution. If you've got any solutions, let me know, other than, obviously rolling the sides, opening things up, and then closing them down again at night, which of course we can do, no problem. Anyway, so I'll keep you updated on how this thing's doing this year. Last year we got literally hundreds of pounds of tomatoes, peppers. We even got, here in North Idaho, we got ripened cantaloupe, and so we're hoping to increase that this year and see how we do. All right, so that concludes this video. Okay, so you can visit us at thepreparedhomestead.org. We just moved over our entire educational site over to a new platform, but you'll find it right there, thepreparedhomestead.org. It's fantastic. It's really good. There's a membership site, very inexpensive, excellent value. You're gonna love it. And there's several free videos and a whole lot of free content, so you can check it out, see if you like it, and then let us know. Let us know what you think or what you're looking for. All right.